Hey everyone! So today we're staying at the REAL Titanic Hotel in Belfast. So this building was closed from 1989 and left abandoned until the early 2010s, when the building was fully restored and opening as a hotel. Now I say real, that's because there are a few Titanic themed hotels across the world, but this Titanic Hotel is just that wee bit special. You'll see why soon. So we're just heading into the hotel now. As you walk in, you've got reception and check-in, but not many hotels have an umbrella vending machine. But then again, this is Ireland, and the weather is unfortunately unpredictable. Check out this tree. It's one of many in the hotel and it looks fabulous. It's actually a gift tree for Cancer Fund for Children, so you can leave off a wee donation if you want to support the charity. To the left is the bar and lobby, which we'll show you. It's mid-December when we're visiting, just before Christmas, so you'll see lots of Christmas decorations around the hotel. There's so many interesting corners of this hotel, I can't begin to tell you. Where I'm standing is currently the hotel bar and lobby, but it was drawing room 2 for Harland Wolff Shipbuilders, and where the actual plans for the Titanic were drawn and finalised. Keep watching, we'll explore the hotel a bit more, but we've checked in, so let me show you to the room. Where we are now was once called the Corridor of Power. Lots of these rooms were actually offices of the management and founding partners of Harland and Wolff. It's been our dream to stay at this hotel for some time, and so far it's not disappointing. Our room is 406, so just down here. I love how they've done the room numbers. I should say this video isn't sponsored by Titanic Hotel. The doors look like keel plates from a ship. The rooms actually look bigger than the pictures. I don't know if they've upgraded our room, but the room is quite large. Keep watching actually to find out how much we paid for one night, and you might be surprised. The branding is most definitely on point here as well. Branding on everything, even the tissue box. Nice big bed and seating area as well. The chairs look really comfortable and heavy as well. You can sort of imagine they might have been on the Titanic. A writing desk with a picture of the grand staircase above it. Nice big TV as well. I did notice there is a Titanic channel, which tells you more about how the explorers visited the wreck of the Titanic. The chair is slightly scuffed, but it's to be expected. Building plans for some of the ships owned by Cunard and built by Harland and Wolff. Complimentary water. Phone to call reception if we need anything during our stay. The Titanic exhibition is directly opposite the Titanic Hotel if you're planning on visiting while you're in Belfast. It was voted Europe's #1 tourist attraction, so it's well worth the visit if you're interested in your Titanic history. There's lots of USB sockets around the room, perfect if you're bringing gadgets with you. We're staying in the new part of the hotel, but we did get a view of landmarks of Belfast, or at least one of the yellow Harland Wolff cranes that can be seen across the city. A bit of staining on the lamp. I hope that's not someone's boogies. 2 bathrobes, posh padded coat hangers. There's an iron there as well. We do get some slippers as well, and as you can see, branding is all over. Even the carpet has the T and H for Titanic Hotel. Free of charge safe is actually quite big as well. Complimentary biscuits, teas and coffees, and an espresso coffee machine. Hairdryer. I do actually like what they've done with those mirrors. It kind of makes them look older than what they are. Into the bathroom. I love the monochrome tiles with the odd dot of colour from the White Star Line holiday posters. Everything is polished immaculately. The sink feels very Victorian, even the handles on the shower. And there were sticky labels on the toilet roll with the hotel logo on. Before we arrived, the hotel did send us the guest services directory, which includes information about local attractions, history of the hotel, room service, restaurant menus, links to book in for dinner in the Wolff and Grill restaurant. There's definitely a nautical feel about the hotel. I would say it's probably one of the best 4-star hotels we've stayed in. Let's take a look around the rest of the hotel. If you're still watching at this point, thank you so much. If you're enjoying this video, please consider hitting the thumbs up button and subscribing to the channel. It helps us make better videos. So we're back on the ground floor and just look at some of the old pictures from the building of the Titanic. A picture is worth 1,000 words, and that has never been so right. Shipbuilding was a hugely important industry in Belfast. Over the years, Harland Wolff has built more than 1,700 ships. Throughout its lifespan, there were yards in Scotland, London and Belfast. Not so much today. The shipyard has had some struggles over the past few years. I love these silhouettes. You can almost imagine Bruce Ismay giving someone a telling off. One of the offices, we're in the boardroom right now, currently being used as a function room. There's lots of the original artefacts. It's amazing to think the decision about the number of lifeboats on Titanic was made in one of these rooms. In fact, the floor tiles in here are identical to those used in Titanic's first class smoking room. In these old drawers, you can imagine they would have stored detailed drawings and plans of ships. So all of these rooms are open to walk around and experience the history of the building. It's an interesting feeling being in these old rooms. They've obviously been refurbished to a high standard, but you can almost sense of the history. This was Thomas Andrews' office. He was managing director and key architect on Titanic and the Olympic class liners. I read somewhere that this fireplace has been here since 1907. I think you can actually book a guided tour of the hotel through concierge, but I wanted to show you all the different wee corners of the hotel. It really is fascinating and definitely worth visiting if you're coming to Belfast or the wider island of Ireland. So let's keep looking around. So this would have been the main entrance of the headquarters of Harland Wolff Shipyard. If you were management or a VIP, you would have came in this way. Thomas Andrews, Captain Smith, Bruce Ismay have all been stood right here in this building. Many famous public figures launched ships at the yard, including Queen Elizabeth II and Princess Margaret, former First Lady Jackie Kennedy Onassis. I think the doors and marble work here is original as well. One of the original features of the hotel is this telephone exchange. Any mail would have been collected from here, messages sent and received, and of course the telegram informing that Titanic had struck an iceberg would have came through here as well. Belfast, way back in 1885. Not even a city, no electricity, but yet the city was designing some of the greatest ships that would ever be known. When we look up at the ceilings, we can see a motif around the edges, and this is the flax flower. The flax flower, of course, was synonymous with Belfast's linen industry. The attention to detail throughout the hotel is stunning. This is the original Edwardian staircase, with all of the original ironwork still here. This is where Thomas Andrews and other ship workers would be up and down the staircase with ship plans. So this is the presentation room. where ship owners would see models of what their new ship would look like. And as you can see, they could also keep an eye on the draftsmen in the drawing rooms below. We're in drawing room 2, where you can get a cocktail or cold beer after exploring Belfast. If you look at the tiles around the bar, these tiles are exactly the same as the tiles that would have been around Titanic's swimming pool. So before heading into Belfast for dinner, we've come into the bar lobby area at Titanic Hotel. For a pint of beer, you're looking at paying around £6 to £7, which isn't too bad. My partner ordered a pint and I ordered an espresso martini. And I'm not just saying this, it was probably the best espresso martini I've tasted, and my partner said her Coors was very smooth and fresh. I'll just quickly show you where Titanic and her sister ship were launched from. Titanic would have been on the left and Olympic on the right side. If you do want to see what the Titanic Quarter area of Belfast is like during the day, click the link in the description box below. You can still visit the SS Nomadic today in Belfast, and incredibly, the last remaining White Star ship in the world. Rather than eating in the hotel, we decided to visit one of our favourite restaurants and bars in Belfast Cathedral Quarter, the Thirsty Goat. There's live music and a great atmosphere. There was a Christmas menu on and we couldn't resist. My partner ordered vegetable broth and I ordered classic prawn cocktail, both coming with warm Irish wheaten bread. Both starters were perfect. For mains, we both ordered the Christmas turkey and ham. The portions were huge, but missing carrots and a Yorkie, but everything else was tasty and fresh. Afterwards, we went to the Duke of York, and this place has to be on your bucket list if you're visiting Belfast. Both inside and outside, there's lots of Guinness memorabilia. We could have had breakfast in the room, but we've come down to the Wolff and Grill restaurant. Breakfast is buffet style, however you can order from the menu. You've got fresh fruit, pastries, yoghurts, gluten-free options as well, fruit juices, flavoured water, scrambled egg, mushrooms, potato bread, black and white pudding, bacon. There's toast and spreads as well. So what do we think of the Titanic Hotel in Belfast? We absolutely loved it. It's a hotel we've wanted to stay at for a long time. And I think I've said this before, it didn't disappoint. There's lots of memorabilia and history around the hotel. Rooms to explore, and I didn't even notice in the bar area, there's the clock from the SS Carpathia. The attention to detail around the hotel is fantastic. It's on the run up to Christmas, so there's a gingerbread house in the restaurant and it's made out of real sweets. We did even get to meet Santa. Breakfast the next day, everything was perfect. I would have liked soda bread, but there was a wide selection and we certainly didn't go hungry. In the room, the space we had was incredible and the bed was huge and really comfortable. So we got a bit of a deal booking directly. The price we paid is on screen now. This did include a £50 voucher that we could use against food and drink while we were here. So for the price we paid, do you think it was value for money? We thought so. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. and I'll see you next time.